the flags up there.
Oh, I'm sure. Where were you in the Bahamas?
I was in Nassau.
Okay.
Yeah.
The storm is going north of there, closer to Freeport in the Bahamas. That's where it's still just doing incredible amounts of damage this morning. Let's take a look. We're going to start with the local view so you can kind of get a sense of where we're going when we zoom out to the wider perspective. We're going to pan straight down to the south, which is where Dorian is right now. This is still an incredibly powerful storm. Not quite as strong as it was yesterday. It had 185-mile-an-hour winds as it first made landfall in the Bahamas, but it still has 165-mile-an-hour sustained winds this morning. And it is just crawling to the west over Grand Bahama right now. That's where it's doing all that damage. They're talking about basically 24 to 36 hours of hurricane force winds, incredible amounts of rain and storm surge for the northern islands of the Bahamas here, creeping towards the coast of Florida, but it's not expected to make landfall in Florida. Zoom out. I'll put the statistics on the map. The latest update for Hurricane Dorian has 165-mile-an-hour sustained winds. Look at those gusts. Still 200 miles an hour. It's hard to even wrap your mind around that number. We're talking about EF4 level winds out of a hurricane, so it's much bigger than in even the largest EF4 tornado. Where's the storm going to go from here? It's going to track just that far over the next 24 hours. That's it. Then it's going to start to pick up a little bit of speed as it moves north along the coast. By Wednesday night, it's off the coast of Georgia and South Carolina, expected to run parallel to the coast, but offshore. So while it will interact with land a little bit and weaken, it's not going to weaken enough to drop it below hurricane strength as it passes the coast of North Carolina. Very close to Wilmington and Wrightsville Beach, and then right along the Outer Banks as still a Category 2 hurricane with 100-mile-an-hour sustained winds. So a lot of storm surge and coastal erosion along the North Carolina coast. And of course, central North Carolina is still within that cone of uncertainty. If the storm jogs just a little ways to the west, say into South Carolina, then we're going to see the whole path of those greatest impacts moving into central North Carolina. In terms of what we expect right now, with that forecast path being what it is, tropical storm force winds could be moving into our southern counties already by Thursday morning. It's more likely as we head into Thursday evening and Thursday night. Fairly low probability that those tropical storm force winds, at least 39-mile-an-hour winds, are going to move into the triangle, but it's more likely the farther south and southeast you go. You're seeing the hour-by-hour numbers here. You add all those up, and you get about a 1 in 4 chance of those 40-mile-an-hour winds in the triangle. Higher percentages as you look towards Fayetteville, lower as you look to the northwest. And of course, along the coast, they have the much higher probability of those tropical storm force winds, at least, if not hurricane force winds. And these numbers will likely just go up as the track for Dorian becomes better focused. Let's take a look at the overall impact. You add up the wind impact potentially producing power outages and the potential for too much rain leading to localized flooding. Lowest impacts farther away from that path of circulation west of I-85. Moderate level of concern for the triangle, this orange shaded area, with that concern that we could get enough rain to cause localized flooding, maybe those tropical storm force winds. Much more likely for the southern coastal plain and even towards the sandhills that you're going to feel greater impact from both rain and wind as the storm approaches. We're going to keep you updated. There will be more changes. It's just the way these tropical systems go. We'll hope that it just travels farther out to sea. Right now, 70 degrees in the triangle. It's warm, it's muggy on this Labor Day morning. Temperatures in the mid to upper 60s and low 70s. We will warm up as we go through the day, just above 70 by 8 o'clock this morning. Not much change from now, but as the clouds break up, we will heat up. Low 80s by noon, upper 80s for high temperatures this afternoon, with an isolated storm chance, especially to the southeast of the triangle, developing during the heat of the afternoon. You can see those along the coast. These aren't associated with Dorian, just some typical showers and thunderstorms for late summer. Better chance in our southeastern counties by this afternoon, even into early evening, and it's possible that a shower or two will sneak into the triangle before all is said and done later on today. Just be flexible with outdoor plans just in case. Be ready to deal with the heat and humidity for the next few days, and then Dorian makes its closest approach on Thursday with wind and rain, both concerns even here farther inland. Of course, a greater concern along the coast. It's gone by the end of the work week and over the weekend. Just a slight chance of a pop-up storm by Sunday. 5:22 right now. I'm going to send it back over to Bill for